Admire papillon d'enflée, bison landais dans pied casou, bon matin fier, Périer dans tout bambou, Madame Payanke, raconter.
In the 18th century, Europeans were determined to conquer India, the land of spices. The great Dutch and British and later also the French commercial enterprises known as the East India Companies set up their offices in the Moluccas, on Sumatra and in India. Marseille, Amsterdam, Lorient, Saint-Malo, entire fleets were equipped for the spice trade. Colonies and plantations sprang up everywhere, including the Seychelles, which had been discovered in 1742 by Lazare-Picot. Indigo, patchouli, vanilla, pepper were tested more or less successfully. Cinnamon, finally, planted on the initiative of Pierre Poivre, turned into one of the Seychelles' most profitable resources. The first cinnamon trees grew in the so-called royal garden, the Jardin du Roi. Within a century, birds had spread the seeds all over the island of Mahé, and soon the undergrowth everywhere resounded with a chopping noise that is heard when the bark, the cinnamon proper, is separated from the tree. These men and women, cinnamon growers, came to the Seychelles on the heels of the Europeans. Their origins were Madagascar or the east coast of Africa. This performance, half drama, half dance, is known as sokwe, a Swahili word. It can be traced back to the heart of Africa and to the dawn of time. In the History Museum in Victoria, these albums with their yellowed pictures give a somber account of the settlement of the Seychelles. Captured along the African coast, these people were abducted and enslaved by Arab slave traders. Liberated by British seafarers and set ashore in the Seychelles, they formed the early population of the islands. The Arabs only followed the example of the Europeans who had pioneered the sinister ebony trade from the earliest time of colonization through the year 1835, when slavery was abolished in Europe. The chief financial officer under King Louis XV, Viscount Moreau de Seychelles, whose name was immortalized in these islands, found nothing wrong with the slavery, and neither did Chevalier Kéot de Cancy, the very efficient founding father of the colony. Those were the times. In spite of all the hardships they endured, the Creoles always kept their humor, like Tompa, a famous singer in the Seychelles.
Mon mari a assez plein, dis-moi que tout douleur est ma. Mari, mon femme, mon pas capable de toucher ou même. Là, non, 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 là, non. Et puis, mon sang. Les rois, comme si vous avez l'eau, là, vachement un petit sens, c'est pas comment j'appelle ça. Un petit la chair froide, comme si mon dedans il est grinché. Là, la même, mon femme. Moi, on dirait l'eau. Maman souffert, La même, là, mon rencontre mon douleur. Pas de douleur pour moi, ça petite douleur. Comme si pas là, c'est fort, là, mon lit dans le ah, ah,
Vision, un système 6 dans un pays libre. Tu pousses nos frères, c'est lois. Au demi passe nos histoires. Un nouveau sentiment. Comme dans les cœurs nos enfants. Ça passe y à rester sacré jusqu'à l'éternité. Oh, liberté. Oh, nous embrassons pour bien longtemps. Nous l'espérons. Oh, cessez, nous cessez.
In the old days, many of the archipelago's smaller islands were privately owned and administered. This system is still in existence today. Henri d'Auban spent his childhood days on Silhouette Island, which had belonged to his grandfather, and later to his father. Henri himself acted as the island's administrator for a quarter of a century. Today he returns for a visit, his first in 18 years.
Alors, comment ça va?
Ça va?
How are you?
Bah, bien, oui.
Well, at my age it's no fun to break an arm and a
Ah,
leg.
de se casser la jambe,
Ouais,
se
ouais,
casser
c'est
le
ça,
bras, vous savez, c'est pas rigolo. Mais ça fait
But it is
plaisir
nice
quand
to
même de
see
revoir
Silhouette
Oui,
again.
oui, oui. C'est bien.
cet arbre-là, ça...
I had once
Yes.
planted
Oui,
these
oui.
trees
J'avais planté
all
tout
around the
le temps
house,
devant, j'étais obligé de retirer
but I had to
ça.
move them because of their strong smell.
Non, ça c'est...
Oui, oui, je sais, le porcupine.
They are frangipani trees, a terrible smell.
L'acacia a fleuri, oui.
The acacias are blooming.
Takamaka a grossi.
Takamaka has grown.
Ça a un peu changé.
A little has changed.
La maison, je reconnais tout le
I
temps.
redid these buildings completely. It wasn't like this before. The mansion was divided into different sections. The core living area, which consisted of rooms and verandas, were surrounded by a wash house and laundry, a dining room